Hello and welcome to PBTC Talking on the Couch. This week we're going to be exploring the theme of space. Remember to check out our other channels such as Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, YouTube. What else? Blue Sky. Never I said TikTok? No, I haven't said
you
TikTok.
did now.
I have said TikTok now. Remember to check out all of those. The Discord link, if you wanted to have a chat to us, is discord.gg/TGS39DNUB3. That's where Sporker will post random pictures of a man named Richard.
Yep.
And remember to donate to us so we can afford to buy editing software. And by we,
I must actually get back
me.
to my dick pics. I haven't seen.
No, you should get back to them. Yeah, you haven't posted one in a while. But because we all miss pictures of your dicks. Anyway.
And I have some weird and wonderful dicks to show as well.
Yeah, like Dick Van Dyke. You posted him the once, you know.
Oh, there was another one as well that I've seen. Dick
Once.
Cheney.
Yeah. So, yeah, join us on Discord so you can talk about that kind of random stuff. We also post when we don't really post when we're live, but people know on there. And you can have discussion to us about gaming and all that sort of stuff. It's a very open space. So, yeah. There's also
you can talk about anything.
Yeah, well, within reason. I will censor it a little bit because if children join that group, then there is an adult channel on there though,
which they're not advised to.
Well, no, I haven't age restricted the new Discord because I've got the adult channel that is restricted. So as long as you keep it PG in the main general chat, and then you can use the adult chat for more adult conversations, such as global politics. You know, that's more adult.
Because that's always fun.
Well,
even adults don't want to talk about that shit. No one wants to talk about that. Let's create a chat room that nobody wants to talk in.
Yeah, that's exactly why I created it. It's just for me. Nah. Right, so shall we get on to the random facts? So each week we discuss the facts, laws, and a bit of tech news from this week. So this will be the fact section where we found facts regarding space, which there are millions and billions and trillions of facts out there about space. And in fact, a very wise man once said a fact is only a fact until it's disproven. But yeah. So, Spooker.
Well, then it's not a fact, is it?
Exactly. So it's only a fact until it's disproven. That's exactly what it means.
Yep.
You literally just alliterated the point. Right, Spooker, go on. What's your first fact?
Okay. Did you know, Loans? Did you know? On Neptune and Uranus, there's such intense pressure that it can cause carbon to crystallize, leading to diamond rain. So it actually rains diamonds on Uranus.
And where else did it rain diamonds in the...
Oh, Neptune as well.
And where else as well?
I don't know.
It can also do it on Jupiter and Saturn as well, allegedly.
Okay.
It can do it. There's multiple.
Yeah, but maybe it can't because maybe there's not enough carbon falling in the atmosphere.
Well, yeah, it could be. But for anyone,
maybe it's capable of raining diamonds if there was carbon there.
There is such thing as a diamond that's not made out of carbon. That you don't necessarily need carbon to make a diamond. It's just heavy compressed minerals that have become.
Well, the diamonds that we know is carbon.
Diamonds that we know of, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what they mean by diamonds.
And when the sun actually collapses in itself, if it doesn't become a black hole, because it's not big enough or whatever, it can actually form a core of diamond as well, because the sun has carbon in it, and the helium and hydrogen, all that stuff gets burnt away, and it compresses down and becomes basically a floating ball of diamond.
You know, I don't think I'm going to be around to see that.
No. It doesn't have to be the sun. It can be any stuff. For our viewers out there, I'm very space nerdy. Like when it comes to astrology, well, not astrology, I shouldn't say that, should I?
Astronomy.
Astronomy, yeah, that one. I'm very
the other one's just crazy
nerdy, I can't even remember what it's called. That's how nerdy I am. But no, it's sort of like, yeah, I've always been a nerd for stuff in space. But yeah, so I did know that fact, yes, Booker. There's also some moons around Jupiter as well that can rain diamonds as well. But yeah.
Well, it's all because of the pressure and gravity and stuff. So
yeah, the bigger the planet, if it's a carbon-based planet, then it's gonna, or you just create a lot of pressure coming out of Uranus.
Yep. There's a lot of pressure on Uranus, Lance. A lot of pressure.
Yeah, I know, it's called being married.
Yep.
We have to make a joke about it at some point. I've
Let's
actually
get that
not.
one out of the way early.
I've actually not gone for Uranus in my facts, but yeah.
Maybe not.
Can you imagine if like you're an alien just walking around on Uranus and compose myself a little bit?
There's alien life forms on Uranus.
You're a little alien on Uranus, and you're probing. No, sometimes I reckon aliens look at stuff on Earth and they look at all this shit going on and they go, "This is exactly why we stick things up people's butts because
Yep.
they're doing stuff like that."
Or else this is exactly why we haven't made contact with them.
Yeah, nope. Nope. When you sometimes you go past like an asylum and you go, I don't really want to talk to somebody in there. If you've got a family member in there, then yes, you'll go in, you'll talk to people. But if you're just
Yeah.
passing by, you don't really want to talk to anyone particularly in there. That's exactly what the aliens are doing. They're walking past and going, let's just try and avoid it if we can.
Yeah. Don't
Let's
make eye
not
contact. Don't make eye contact.
look at the floor. Just look at the floor. I'm somebody that has been sectioned in the past and spent time in a mental health hospital, so I can say these jokes. Sporker, however, yeah, feel
What?
free. We find it funny. It's great. Anyway,
Yeah.
yeah, there are other
If
facts.
anybody's offended by it, contact our support line in our Discord page.
Yeah, it's the page that says "feck off." No.
Yeah. We should
Anyway,
really have a support line in there.
whose number are we going to give yours?
No, just the support group
We've
would be on the Discord discussion. And we could invite people to support these people if they
A
find
support
that we
group.
were offended.
Well, we do actually have an email address, which is pressbacktc@outlook.com. So if you did want to complain to us, by all means, send an email to us, and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. But
Or
yeah,
you can rage on social media. That's
and
apparently a big
that's the
thing
thing
now.
today. Yeah,
Like everybody rages on social media.
well, we resolved it. But anyway, can you imagine being a little alien just walking around on Neptune, and you're just going about your day. You've gone to go buy some alien milk, maybe some alien eggs. You never know, and
Yep.
just a diamond just lands on your head, just smacks you in the head. That's gonna hurt because there's a
Well,
lot
I
of
don't know
gravity.
because you're just assuming that the aliens are as fragile as humans.
No, I'm not. Because
They could be made out of rocks.
it's still gonna hurt as long as they've got a nervous system.
They
Because
may not even have a conventional nervous system.
well, no, you have to take some assumptions, otherwise the whole thing breaks down and you've just ruined everything. So if they're living, then they've got to have a nervous system.
Okay.
Whether they necessarily feel pain or not is something different. But I'm just yeah. Can you imagine? Because you're imagining it, so you can imagine pain. So therefore, pain must exist in this little
Yeah.
hypothetical world. So you're not alien and you're walking around, and a piece of diamond just like lands square on your forehead because these planets must have so much pressure on them to create diamonds on the surface, not underground, but on the actual surface, that they must fall at quite a speed, the same speed as rain.
They don't even make it. They don't even make it like that. The diamonds form on the surface. They form in the air around the
That's what I
surface.
mean. Like that's why I say when on the surface, I mean like the bit that's not underground, essentially, not on the ground.
I'd say it would be basically the same as when you get like it's really cold
Mm.
and you don't have a hood up and it starts hailstoning and it starts hitting your ears. I'd say it's sort of akin to that, like.
Yeah, I suppose you. But I just think it'd be a bit of a bit. You wouldn't go to work that day. You'd look out the door and it's throttling down with diamond, and you'd go, no.
Yeah.
No.
Then Rihanna could go along and make a song about it.
Yeah. I'm singing.
She had a song
diamond.
named Diamonds, didn't she?
I think so. I don't listen to Rihanna. When you said song, I just immediately went to Singing in the Rain, but just changed to Singing in the Diamond. Anyway, so what was that fact?
So on Neptune and Uranus, there's such intense pressure that it can cause the carbon to crystallize, leading to diamond rain.
That'd be a crystal then.
No, because the carbon is crystallizing. A diamond is technically a crystal as well because it's crystallized carbon.
I know. Right. Anyway, so next fact is
We're not talking about fucking Richard fucking thingy running around in Crystal Maze. I couldn't remember his surname. What is his surname?
Richard Ayoade,
No, not him.
the
The
original one.
original guy.
I
Yeah, it
can't
was
remember his
Richard
name
something
either.
as well. It's the
Anyway,
guy
yeah,
who done
we're moving
the.
on, Spooker, because we've been on
Okay,
this for too
fine,
long, and now you're going on about Crystal Maze.
fine.
So, did you know, Spooker? Did you know that Saturn has a moon made of farts?
Does it?
Yep.
Deadly.
Nope, it
Fart
does.
moon. We're off to Farty Moon.
No, Saturn has a moon made of farts.
Cool.
Well, it's yeah, technically, yeah, it would be made of farts. Yeah.
But why is it made of farts, Lance?
I
Why is
don't
it
want
made
to
of
tell you now.
farts?
No, don't want to tell you now.
Tell me.
No, don't think you deserve to know.
Why?
Just because. Right, the Saturn moon Titan, and I don't actually have notes from this, so audience, if you want to correct me on this, by all means, go for it. I've taken liberty in the way that I've worded this as well, so I can do.
I
Saturn
thought
has
the
a
moon on Mars was Titan.
no. Why would the
You
moon?
sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Titan is a moon of Saturn.
I thought it was Mars.
No.
You sure?
Yep.
How sure are you?
Pretty damn sure.
I'm dubious.
Right, I'm googling what the moon of. Right, okay. Phoebus and Deimos is the two moons of Mars.
Oh yeah, they were the
They're
ones
pretty
out of
close.
Doom, weren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
Saturn has the moon Titan. Saturn's got lots of moons, so does Jupiter. They're their own planetary systems, really, when you look at the size of their moons and
Yeah, I
stuff.
know.
But basically, the Saturn moon Titan is composed mainly of methane, and methane is basically a
Yay!
fart.
Cow farts.
That's why you can light a fart because of the
Yeah.
methane in it. And
hmm
females might not have done this, but every single boy that was born before the year 2000 has lit a fart.
Yep.
It's just that's what we did as kids.
I
And when
don't think it's as common anymore because they've sort of restricted the access to lighters and matches.
well, that's why I said any boy born before the
Yeah.
2000, like any male born before 2000, we lit our farts. We didn't care.
Yeah.
We tried to make flamethrowers out of our backsides. Basically,
We
that's
did
what
make
we did.
flamethrowers from other things, but
I'm not going to start listing the things you can make a flamethrower from before.
no.
Because yeah, we did do it with other things. Do you ever use the bottle one?
No,
Oh, that
maybe.
was
I don't know.
amazing. So what you did is you filled the bottle, your actual bottle, with the thing that you make the flamethrower from.
Yeah.
And not saying what. So also, don't try this at home. It is strongly ill-advised, but funny, ill-advised. So don't try this at home. You fill it with the things that you wanted to do, and quickly put a bottle cap over the top of it. You get your
Yeah.
utensils ready just in front, so your match or
hmm
your lighter. Normally a match is better. You put the match just in front, unscrew the bottle cap, and like you've got your bottle on your table or whatever. You don't just put it on the
Yeah.
floor, but you unscrew the bottle cap and get someone to punch the bottle.
Hmm.
So you know when you squish it, so it just comes out like
Yeah.
a fireball. It's amazing. But yeah, again, don't try that at home.
No, do not try that at home.
But
We will be
my
very saddened if you try that at home.
we will. Don't do stupid stuff like we did. We did it so you don't have to. But yeah, so Saturn does definitely have a moon of farts. Do you reckon it smells though?
I don't know. Is there an atmosphere?
Yeah. Well, there has to be methane.
Yeah,
Methane's a
but
gas
like,
that creates an atmosphere.
I don't know.
Because basically, interestingly enough, on Titan, because it's mainly methane on Titan, and the temperature of where Titan is and the pressure of the planet, the methane actually turns to liquid, which means you
Ooh,
have liquid
liquid
lakes of
farts.
farts on Titan. That'd be
Nice.
amazing.
Yeah.
And
Go for a
also,
bath in some farts.
Brian Cox once talking to Ross Noble, so Professor Brian Cox and comedian Ross Noble, they were having a conversation about it, and he was telling Ross Noble that if an Ewok is going to exist in our solar system, then Titan is the most likely place for them to live.
No, nice.
because
Why
of
is
the
that?
way, because it's so cold, so they'll become hairy, and because of the atmosphere and stuff like that
Okay.
on Titan, the Ewoks, that's where they would live
Yeah,
on
but
a.
they're not exactly overly hairy. Like,
They're little furballs.
yeah, but so is a polar bear. That's got fur on it.
Yeah, but Titan's where they grow because of the pressure in the atmosphere. He went into it. It's a big explanation about it. Can't remember it all off the top of my head, but that's where Ewoks would live. So
Okay. I'll
if you
accept
wanted
it.
to develop
I
Star
think he's
Wars
quite a.
characters,
Yeah.
like Ewoks are going to live in your lake of farts on Titan.
Yeah, but they're like from a galaxy far, far away. What are they going to be doing on the moon? And where
Maybe
was it?
they've gone on holiday.
Good enough.
Like when you get to Spain, you're from a country far, far away. Well, these guys have got space
Not
travel.
really that far, far away.
Well, it's far, far away enough. Like far away to me would be Ireland. That's far away. I couldn't walk there, could I?
But it could. Just take you a while.
How would I walk there? I'm not Jesus. I can't walk on water.
Hey, you could wait until the Irish Sea freezes over.
I could, yeah. Yeah, that would take a while. That's
Freezes every winter, everybody.
it definitely doesn't. There's going to be someone waiting there at the
That's
shore,
how.
going, "Come on, anytime
That's
now."
that's how. That's how the English invaded Ireland originally. They waited till the sea froze over and then they walked over. Didn't
Yeah,
need
yeah,
boats
sure.
or nothing. Yeah,
Of course, yeah.
yeah.
That's what we because we never had boats in history. Uh,
It's where that whole TV show Ice Road Truckers started.
in Canada and Alaska.
No, just in between Ireland and that's where the concept was developed between Ireland and Britain was the ice
I
road
don't know
that they were
anything about ice road truckers, but I'm pretty sure
they
that's
were
an
they
American TV show.
yeah, but the concept was developed when the sea froze over between Ireland and England, and it was the trade routes between the two countries
Yeah,
when they
sure. It
used to
only froze
ship all the
over for like a
stuff.
one winter.
No, I doubt it froze over at all ever.
I, I don't ever remember the Irish thing
Maybe
freezing
in
over,
the
to be honest.
last, maybe in the last ice age, maybe
Yeah, because England and Ireland had trade routes in the last ice age. Uh,
they might have.
we were trading all those bear skins and stuff as, yeah. Anyway, that was the fact that Saturn has a moon made out of farts. Spoken, your next
Yay!
one.
Okay. Did you know on Neptune's moon Triton,
Hmm.
it's the coldest known object,
Barney
and it's
knows
got.
that it's the coldest known
Yeah, hold
object.
on. I'm just gonna mute you for a second and shut him up. Wait a minute.
No
Talk among
worries.
yourselves for a moment.
No worries. So
So
Triton, what?
anyway, Neptune's moon Triton is the coldest known object known to man,
I'm not sure that's true anymore.
with temperatures of around minus 235 degrees Celsius.
I'm not sure that's true
Now,
anymore.
I assume they're talking about the coldest natural object, not something that was man-made, because
I'm
I'm
still
quite
not
sure that
sure
we can.
that's true.
It is true. It was on Google, Loans.
I'm not sure that because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not. That's not true. Look at something called the Boomerang Nebula. Go on, I'm waiting.
I'm looking. Oh, beat it by like 40 degrees, damn it.
Told you. Basically, Triton still receives some
Okay.
energy from the sun, so it can never become the coldest object. Any object.
Okay. Well, Triton is the coldest known object in our solar system.
Yes, that one could be
How
true.
about that?
Yeah, that one's fine. Yeah, yeah. I go change it for that because basically anything in the do you know the Oort cloud and stuff like that around
Hmm.
the solar system and all of that sort of crap. Anything beyond that, as long as the sun's radiation isn't hitting it, so we've got the plasma wall, which is surrounding our solar system, and that reaches incredible temperatures. Once
Hmm.
you're out of that, there'd be no energy in space, and coldness is an absence of energy. That's what coldness is. So anything within that would be an absolute zero temperature
Yeah,
naturally
but
because there's no energy to it. So anything
unless
beyond
there's
that kind of
energy from
would be
another
colder.
source.
Well, that's what I'm saying. In the dense region, well, the not dense region that's in between systems, there wouldn't be energy there. there'd be
Dark
massive gaps of
space.
just no energy.
Yeah.
So therefore, it'd be an absolute zero because, like I say, there'd be no energy to it, except for the movement of energy of movement, which is kinetic energy, because obviously it's traveling through. So, well, even
Yeah.
that, actually, no, it still wouldn't have energy because there's nothing to stop it. So you still wouldn't
Yeah, it
need
wouldn't be.
energy to keep it moving.
Yeah, that's just inertia, isn't it?
Yeah, basically, yeah, just
There's no
constantly go.
energy being there's no energy being used to
Yeah,
move the object.
yeah. So, but yeah,
There was
Triton.
energy used to start the object moving, but that obviously didn't come from there.
Yeah, but Triton, yeah, is possibly, well, it is the at the moment, as far as we know, the coldest object in our solar system, and it's.
Yeah.
But what? Why is that, Spooker? Because I'm sure you want to tell us all about Triton. I don't want to steal your
Because it's
spotlight.
really cold. Because it's really cold.
Yeah,
And it's
but
far
why
away
is
from
it
the
so
sun.
cold
Because it's hiding behind Neptune.
at all
I don't
times?
know. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But
Maybe it's got like a geosynchronous orbit. Who knows? Too far away for scientists to explore.
well, no, we've been past it, and we do know why it's so cold.
Why is it so cold, Lance?
Because Triton is a very reflective planet. As the sunlight hits it, because it does receive some energy from the sun, as the
Yeah.
sunlight hits it, its albedo reflects it away, reflects all the sun's energy away from the actual moon, which is why it becomes
Okay.
so cold.
So Triton's got a reflective libido, everybody. You heard it here
Yep,
first.
albedo with an A.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's exactly
It's
what I
not.
said.
We don't have a horny planet. The planet. Oh yeah.
Oh.
Well, there's Uranus. But yeah, so yeah,
Just play cool, play cool.
Jesus
Is
Christ, these
minus
jokes are bad.
235 cool enough? Yeah, I know.
That's
They're like the
centigrade, by the
worst
way.
possible.
That's centigrade, isn't it, that you're talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah,
391 degrees stupid.
yeah, minus 291 Fahrenheit. Um,
Yeah, that's what I said. Minus
yeah.
391 degrees stupid.
Isn't 0 Fahrenheit like actually quite warm? It's something like 7 degrees.
Yeah, so like it's not freezing point anyway.
No, it's like you'd think it would be, but no, no, no. Um, but yeah, so Triton is pretty damn cold. You wouldn't want to you wouldn't want to go out in it without a coat on. I reckon the postman
No.
could still manage it. Well, I reckon the postman could handle those. Because you know when you look out and the postman's delivering the mail, and it's like
Yeah.
an Arctic storm outside, and he's just got his shorts on,
Hmm.
his shorts and an over-the-shoulder bag, just cruising around delivering parcels. But yeah, so what was
You
that
did
fact, Burger?
you got that slightly wrong. You got that fact slightly wrong, by the way.
Which
Uh,
which
zero
fact?
degrees Fahrenheit is actually minus 17, nearly minus 18 degrees.
What is? I don't. I couldn't
30,
remember what. Yeah, I couldn't
32
remember what
degrees
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit is actual freezing
Ah, yeah,
point. Is
yeah.
0 degrees. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said I couldn't
Oh,
remember. That's why I was saying what actually was it. It's
yeah.
but it's not zero anyway. She's just so stupid. But yeah, what was that fact?
The fact. Shit, I'm after losing the fucking fact. Triton is the coldest known object in the solar system, with temperatures around minus 235 degrees Celsius.
There you go then. I like the
There
way you
you go.
changed it into the solar system, not
Yeah, do you like that?
the. But yeah, if you want to look at the coldest thing that we know of, look at the Boomerang Nebula. It just can't
Yeah,
retain
but you're
heat
probably
in
not
it.
going to be able to see it.
You can.
It's really far away.
You can't see it with the naked eye. You need telescopes and stuff, but you can see it. Um, Same as I love our creations pillar in space, which is another nebula and gas cloud and stuff. Anyway, yeah. So my next fact is: did you know, Sporker? Did you know, contrary to what Star Wars and Battlestar Galactica and all of that tells you, it's almost impossible to crash into an asteroid or meteor. It's almost
Yeah, I'd imagine they're
impossible to
really,
do.
really tiny.
Well, no, if you're in like they're big compared to say a rocket ship. Well, it depends what they are, but yeah, generally speaking, if you go up to the what's the belt called? What's the belt of asteroids just past Mars?
The Kelper Belt?
The Kuiper belt. Is that the one
Kuiper
just
Belt,
past
yeah.
Mars?
I think it is, anyway. Yeah, it's a big belt of asteroids, anyway.
I just want to make sure that's correct, 'cause I know there's two belts in our solar system. Belt of asteroids. Was that what? The main asteroid belt is simply asteroid belt in the solar system between Mars and Jupiter. What's it called, you dick? Because like I say, there's two different belts in our solar system. One's at the edge, and I know it's just called the asteroid belt, and then the Kuiper belt must be the one at the end then. Where is the Kuiper belt? It's on your waist, you fat bastard. No, yeah, so the Kuiper one is the one at the end, just past Neptune, and the one past Mars is just called the asteroid belt. But when you see it on pictures, my point here is, when you see it on actual pictures, it looks like there's billions and trillions and lots of numbers, lots of zeros added on of this heavily dense region of space that's just full of floating rocks. But the reality of it actually is there can be hundreds and there can be thousands of miles in between rocks
Yeah, because you're
in
only
these
looking
belts.
at a 2D representation of a 3D thing.
Well, yeah, but it's not a perfect sphere either. It's actually on a flat belt, believe it or not. It's on a flat plane. So if you was to go to the North Pole and go up, you wouldn't run into the belt
Yeah.
because it's a flat. The whole solar system's on a flat plane, which is kind of weird because it's all a big spinning disk. But yeah, when you see it in like Star Wars and they're going through this, like, oh no, it's an asteroid belt, and they're swerving in and out of everything. That wouldn't actually happen. It would be the most boring cinema scene ever.
Yeah.
They just literally go forward. Oh no, it's an asteroid belt. Just carry on. Don't bother changing course. With no need. Just forwards.
Yeah.
That's all they would
Go
do.
that way. Actually, you might need to go like about like a millimeter over to the right. We could scratch off that one. But it's
Well,
okay, you can leave it about an hour.
there is a such thing. There is a such thing as space dust, and that's a massive problem for the ISS and stuff, because there is tiny particles in space from rocks and stuff,
Yeah.
and that does damage the paintwork on the ISS, and it does scratch it.
And the solar panels in particular.
Yeah, it does that
Yeah.
genuinely does scratch it. The Earth picks up a load of
Well,
it as it goes through.
that's why like in Star Trek they have deflector shields.
What, because of space
It's
dust?
deflect space dust and stuff.
Well, I'm pretty sure it deflects asteroids as well, but
Yeah, but not big ones.
no, I've always found that funny actually. Yeah, they can survive like multiple nuclear blasts from photon torpedoes, but they can't handle a medium-sized asteroid that's no bigger than it's like in someone's kitchen. Oh no,
Yeah.
it's just hit us. Like, hang on a second, something's not quite consistent here. But that was also going to be one of my facts actually. That light speed isn't that quick. But oh, did you know as well, if a spaceship blows up, if it gets blown up, because you're talking of photon torpedoes and stuff, if it gets blown up in space, there's no explosion.
Well, there could be.
No, there's not.
There could be.
You can't have an explosion in space.
You can.
You
You
can't.
can't have noise in space, but you can have the explosion.
You can't have an
Because
explosion in space.
the contents of the ship aren't space. There's oxygen in it. There's air in it. The air can explode.
But that'd be an implosion, not an explosion.
No, it would be an explosion.
No, it'd be
If
an
the air, if it
implosion,
gets so hot from like a nuclear blast, the air can actually get set on fire.
which would be an implosion. It
No,
would implode. It wouldn't explode.
the air is an accelerant for the explosion.
What does a fire need?
Air.
So oxygen, not air.
Yeah.
Oxygen. What else?
Yeah.
Just
And a
think
material.
Think of your
And a
triangle.
combustible material.
Fuel. So that's
Yeah.
the oxygen.
Yeah.
Okay. Come on, we're
And
going
then
to do
there's
education here.
there's the other things on the spaceship,
Right.
like the packets of crisps.
Okay, so you've got oxygen, you've got fuel. What else
Yeah.
does it need?
That's it.
Needs heat as well.
Yeah.
So the minute the ship becomes breached, so the minute there's a hole in the ship,
Yeah.
all the heat would dissipate into space.
I think the thermonuclear explosion's going to ignite the gas, though.
It probably would ignite the gas, but it wouldn't cause an explosion.
I think it would.
You can't have an explosion in space.
You can.
You can't. There'd be nowhere for the explosion to travel to. Space is a massive vacuum. Have you ever lit a match in a vacuum?
Yeah.
It's too blowy. It wouldn't work. Get your dice and try it. See what I did there? See what I did there?
Yeah.
But no, you
Yes,
can't. You can't have
explosions
an.
definitely happen in space, from natural cosmic events like supernovas and
That's a
fast blue
star
optical
exploding. That's
transients
different.
to man-made detonations, but they look and behave differently because there's no air for shockwaves. Instead, you get
Exactly.
silent spherical blasts with debris traveling indefinitely until hitting something, or
So
dramatic
there's no
releases
actual
of light
explosion in
and
space
energy.
then.
There's no noise or a shockwave,
There's
but
no
there's
noise.
definitely explosions.
There's not an explosion because it's not travelling outwards. Because there's no shockwave for it to travel. You can't have fire in a vacuum. It'd be if there
Would
is
you like
one,
me to
it'd be an
post?
invisible. Oh,
Would you like me to
I
post the
know what you're
video of the
searching.
SpaceX rocket exploding? Why would
Again,
they put this? This video shows a SpaceX rocket exploding in Texas. What's that got to do with
in
explosions in
Texas. That's not
space?
space.
Yeah, that's what I came up with.
I mean, it could be
It
space.
came up with the it came up with the whole explanations. Explosions happen in space. Gave you all the things, and this related video shows a SpaceX
Texas.
rocket exploding in Texas.
Yeah. But yeah, I know what you're saying. They can explode in space, but it's not. I'm going to change it then. It's not the explosions we think of. You wouldn't have
Yeah,
that fiery outburst and stuff. It just doesn't happen because you can't
yeah,
have fire in a vacuum. It's just it. There's no heat or anything for fire to transfer its energy. Again, energy. Right, we've got to move on
yeah.
because we spent too long on that last point.
Yes, we
So the,
did.
the the next section is laws from space. So this is the laws that surround and govern our space, is what I'm going to say. To any
Yeah.
aliens that might currently be on the planet, your laws may be different. Um, but
Any aliens listening in, and I don't mean
let us know.
like Mexicans in America. I mean like outer space aliens.
Ones that might live in Roswell, just let us know.
Yeah.
Right, Spooky, go on. What's your law?
Did you know, Loans, that nuking the moon? Yeah, yeah. Moon? What is this moon you
Read
speak
it
of?
properly. I
Okay.
sent this to Spooky like 3 hours ago, and he
Yeah.
still can't read it properly. But
I
milking the
mispronounce
moon.
moon.
Go
How do
on,
you
Spooky.
mispronounce moon?
I don't know. Go on.
Nuking
Try
the
again.
moon is illegal unless done from the Earth, and the nuke never enters space. There you
So,
go.
why is that, Spooky?
Because they're not allowed to have any nuclear armaments in space.
I can't say it now either. So
Yeah, I know.
go on,
You
you've just
see?
said stuck in my head.
You see how
Armaments.
difficult it is?
We got armaments. Right, yeah.
Nuclear weapons. You're not allowed
Yes.
to have nuclear weapons in
Well,
space.
it's weapons of mass destruction, isn't it? Aren't allowed in space.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
part of the whole treaty thing. And in order to nuke the moon, that means you'd have to transfer a nuke over to the moon and then drop it
Yeah.
on the moon. But you can't. You're not allowed to do it. They
I don't know
can't do
why
it.
you'd want to nuke the moon in the first place. Like, I mean, it's just
Uh,
really no point to it.
Elon Musk, Mars.
Yeah, that's
So
Mars. That's a different thing.
yeah, but we
That's
was
not the moon.
discussing this earlier, wasn't we? Um,
Yeah.
so that means technically Elon Musk sending nukes to Mars would be illegal
Yeah,
if he was to terraform it.
but I think that's a bit bad though. That the country that he's from is responsible.
Uh, give me a second. Yes, but try not to go. Oh no, yeah, I haven't got that on the laws, have I? That's fine.
Oh.
So yeah, basically, there's a treaty in space, and what this means is that has the country where a person is from claims liability, and that is a law later on. Actually, I've just
Yeah.
looked. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
law later on. But yeah, we'll discuss that in a bit because that's a different
Yeah.
law. But for him to take a nuke over to Mars, it would be illegal because you can't have nuclear weapons in space. Nobody's allowed to have them. No single person, no nation. So technically, by that technicality, he's not allowed to nuke Mars. Pretty sure the
Yeah,
Martians would be pretty pissed if Musk just
they
comes
would.
along and
I'd
just
be
starts
if I
launching nukes.
if I was a Martian and somebody just threw a nuclear bomb at me, I'd be fairly annoyed
He'd be going, hang on,
till it hit.
hang on a
Till
fucking
it
minute, you.
hit.
Hang on a fucking minute. Get that nuke away from you, fucking bastards.
Well, they're usually green. They could be Irish.
Hang a fucking gobshite. Get that fucking nuke out of here. So racist.
Yeah, you are. I'm lodging a formal complaint. What's that email address again?
PBTC@outlook.com. And yeah, so, but yeah, it's an interesting law really because there are weapons in space. Um, the UK at the moment, allegedly, I've got to put allegedly in this because it's never been really confirmed. Our experiment, we've got the Dragonfire laser, which everyone knows about. We gave
Yeah.
it to the US, and then US was like, "Hey, look, we've just invented this laser." Like, no, it was literally given to you by the UK, but and same as our allies. So we gave Ireland one, we gave France one,
Yeah.
but we developed Dragonfire laser, which is a laser
But
that
we
can be.
didn't really need one.
No, not really. You got laser pens, so you're good. Um,
Yeah. Laser pointers.
yeah, just shine them in pilots' eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's cheap, effective. But yeah, we're experimenting with using the same type of technology in space, which would be a weapon of mass destruction in space.
Yeah, but you see, I don't necessarily like. I don't know what's going to happen if we ever do discover like a life form like that could potentially threaten the Earth. Surely, then we're going to have like defensive weapons around the planet.
Well, yeah, we would have to at that point. But we don't have that right now, do we? So that's why this treaty is in place. It
No.
can be adapted as it goes along. Like the one that we're going to talk about in a bit, people pulled out
Yeah.
of it. So
Probably by that stage we probably won't have countries as we know it either.
no, we will.
It'll be
Not as we
like a
know it.
planet.
No,
It'll be planetary governance probably,
interplanetary. Yeah,
and then
but
you'll have like governments of different planets. Then would be like the countries. It's
oh
just
god,
like
do
countries on a
not
wider
tell Donald
scale.
Trump this.
It'd be just like countries on a wider scale,
Do not tell Donald
basically.
Trump
So
because he would want to be the president of
yeah,
Earth and every other country.
you
Um,
see, because then you'd have like a president of Earth, but then like for example, you'd have a president of Mars.
well, we've got
So
a
like
president of Earth as Donald Trump.
Mars and Earth would be considered two different countries in the grand scheme of things, but they're two planets, if you get me.
Yeah, but I know what you mean. So you'd have to have a president of each planet, which would be a diplomatic relation between each of the different planets.
Yeah.
But no, you can't have at the moment. Currently, you can't have weapons of mass destruction in space, which means you
Yeah.
can't nuke the moon. So that was your law. Do you want to read your law out again?
Nuking the moon is illegal unless done from Earth, and the nuke can never enter space. So there you
So
go.
what we'll do then is we'll move on to my law, which is in relation to that one because we've already mentioned it now. So if you break
Yep.
your PlayStation in space, the nation that you're from has to pay for it. Which is it's an interesting law that one because what this is any damages in space, the nation that
Yeah.
you're from has to claim is liable for it basically. They've sent you to space technically, and it's yeah. So whatever
Well,
nation
it's
you're
not
from is
really if
liable for
you break
damages.
your own PlayStation.
If you
It'd
break
be if you
somebody
broke
else's
somebody
or
else's. Yeah.
yeah, but no, it's the same as if your own. It doesn't specify whether it's your product or not. It just says any damages in space, the nation you're from would any damages yours. Yeah, the nation you're from has to pay, so they claim liability
Yeah,
over it.
but like, it's a bit bad to expect like your nation to pay for it if you rage quit Fortnite and break your PlayStation.
I'm not saying it's morally right. I'm just saying that's
You can get
technically.
back to Earth and go, listen, you told me for a new PlayStation. Mine broke. How did it break? I threw it against the wall because
I got killed by a bot.
a bot shot me.
And would it explode? But yeah, so if you break your PlayStation in space, the nation, and the reason why we mention this as well actually is because this is what we're saying about Elon Musk when he said he's going to terraform Mars using nukes. Even though he's a private person, well, he's not a private person, he's all over the news, but even though he's an individual, he's a private individual, and
Yeah.
he's not representing any specific nation. He's representing the what's it called? His little rocket ship company, SpaceX.
SpaceX.
Yeah. So is representing them. However, he's from South Africa originally, which
Hmm.
means any breakages he causes in space, because he's from South Africa and he's got a South African passport, they would be liable for any damages that he does in space. So, like, he could afford it, but is still going to be liable for it. So if he goes and nukes Mars, that means South Africa are going to have to pay all the Martians.
Yeah.
Like, well, do you reckon that if there was to accidentally like nuke the Mars rover, would that mean South Africa have to pay for that?
Probably.
And what
But
about
considering it's like useless at this point, I don't think it's very valuable.
it's incredibly valuable.
Not now.
It's really valuable as an artifact and like a historical importance.
Is it though?
Yeah,
Is it though?
we do
Really?
want to go and reclaim it at some point. It's one of the missions that we're planning to go and reclaim that because it's so important, like to our history and stuff.
But that one
Um,
or the one that got stuck?
that was it the Artemis or no? I'm sure that was the
I can't
Mars
remember. It was the
rover.
first one that went up, like hit a rock or something, and went on its side, didn't it?
Well, yeah, it could
And it
probably have
couldn't
done.
right itself. So they're just
It's
looking at
the
it now,
Spirit rover.
and it's just Mars on its side when they look at
Yeah,
the camera for it, and it's like,
yeah, it got
eee.
stuck in soft Martian sand.
Yeah,
And yeah, so it eventually just lost power, but it was sinking sand as well. Ooh, sinking sand on Mars. Who knew? Um, but yeah, so but what about if you accidentally nuked Matt Damon's little habitat? You know where he grew his potatoes in his own poo
there's poo
and his
potatoes.
colleagues' poo. Yeah, his poop potatoes. Well,
Was it his colleagues' poo? Where did he get his colleagues' poo? I thought they fucked off and left him.
no, his colleagues' turds, wasn't it?
No,
They all
because they
went.
all left.
Yeah, but they would. He had the bucket of everyone's waste. They took it all down with them, but then
Okay.
the accident happened and they had to go back to the ship. But they just left Matt Damon with all their shite in a packet. So that's why when he's opening them, he goes, "Oh," and he says a name and he goes, "You animal." Uh,
Yeah, I remember now.
yeah, because he's got all their turds and he's. I mean, mashed potato is pretty damn good, so I can understand why he's done it. Why he's done it. But what
Yeah.
about if we nuke that? Does that mean that South Africa would have to pay Hollywood?
Where did he get the potato seeds?
They had them on board the ship.
But didn't the
Everything.
ship leave?
No, they had them on board the craft that they were going to go down on. But he didn't make it out of the craft that they were going onto Mars with, whereas the others did.
It's not. They were on a little research station on Mars, weren't they?
Yeah,
And then there was like a storm coming in. They all had to leg up, but he was in the toilet
he
or
didn't
something, and he
make it.
missed the
Yeah,
call.
so they left him there.
Yeah,
That's what I said. They left him with the bags of crap.
he's probably still up there.
No, he came back. Remember, because he's teaching that university. Yeah, because this film definitely happened in real life.
Yeah,
um,
let's talk about it like it was real.
right. So yeah, that is the law. Yeah, the law. If you break something in space, the nation you're from has to pay for it. So I've just used the word PlayStation, because it's
Yeah,
still an object in space, isn't it? So we'll go last one, and then
something everybody can relate to.
we'll move on to tech news.
Last one. Okay. A nation cannot claim sovereignty over a celestial object.
I thought you were going to do the it's illegal to be selfish in space, but yeah, we'll go for this one. So
Yeah.
what this basically means, Walker, go on.
So you basically can't go anywhere and just go, this is mine now. It
Isn't that
belongs to every.
exactly what the Americans did to the moon?
No, that actually came up when I was looking up this law,
As
and
it?
it's not. It's just a symbolization of that they were there. Just it's a memorial mark that Americans landed on the moon.
Yeah. So
It's nothing to do with claiming sovereignty over it. They
so
they
yeah.
actually clarified
So
that they weren't
basically,
claiming any rights to it. They were just planting it as a mark that said we got to the moon.
well, didn't they like leave behind bags of poo on the moon as well? Then
I don't know. Did they poo? I don't know. They could have been
I'm
constipated.
pretty sure they did. Yeah.
They might not have.
No, I'm pretty sure they did because that'd be like a medical emergency if they weren't. They'd have
Well,
to.
I don't know,
Well,
Lance.
do you
I
know
don't
how
know.
much? I'm going to have to Google this exact number, but space is just full of floating turds around the Earth. Because that's
Why?
what, because spaceships and stuff, they don't bring it back to Earth with them. They just jettison it into space.
I thought they hung it from little baggies outside the window and it burnt up on re-entry.
They literally just jettison it.
Did they not like shoot it towards the atmosphere? That's
Based
what
on
I'd do.
based on available records, there are at least 96 bags of human waste and urine sitting on the moon's surface, left behind by Apollo astronauts.
Yeah, but that wasn't like Apollo, what was it, 13?
That was between 1969 and 1972.
Yeah, but the first ones were too scared to poo. They didn't know what was happening.
Yeah,
Like
Jesus, they
Neil Armstrong
that's when
and
they're doing spacewalks.
And Buzz and Aldrin, they were like too scared to poo.
No, well, there's 96 bags of it. There weren't that
Yeah,
many
but not
space
from them.
missions. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was them as well.
No, they were too scared to poo. I swear to God, they didn't know what it was going to do. They thought their insides were going to fall out because of the lack of atmosphere.
I reckon they would have. Yeah, I can't see them just not turning. This is
You'd
such
feel
a
sorry
weird
for
thing to
Michael
Google.
Collins, though, wouldn't
What, the one who didn't make it to the moon?
you? He was the one who was left up in the spaceship
Yeah, I know.
orbiting
So
the
I said I
moon.
didn't make it to the moon.
Yeah, it's like the
Yes,
three of them all the
Neil
way
Armstrong.
up, like going, "Yeah, we're going to the moon. Yeah, we're all going to the moon. Yeah, we're going to the moon." Michael, we need to talk to you about something.
Yeah. So, even though that the spaceship is completely autopilot, you're not going. Right, yes, Neil Armstrong and other Apollo astronauts did poop on the moon. So, yep, they did. Told you they did. And they just jettison it into space. That's what they do. Like, there's loads of
Well,
shots up
apparently
there.
not. They just left it on the moon.
Yeah, well, because they were already there, weren't they? They're not gonna
So
like
there's
hit it with a
footprints.
baseball bat. Just
There's
trying to,
footprints, a flag, and a bag of shit.
yeah, basically, yeah.
Pretty
That's
much.
what's on the moon.
Oh, and the little legs off their lander.
Oh yeah,
They're
yeah,
there
because they
too.
snapped off, didn't they?
They didn't snap off. They were left there purposely.
Yeah, but yeah, so you are right. Yeah, there's
They
footprints of
formed the
flag and a
launch
bag
pad
of
for the
shit.
thing to go back.
I quite like that. Footprints of flag and a bag of shit. That's what's on.
Yep.
Well, there's 96
Hanging
bags.
out of
This
the
is what
flagpole at that.
that's what they used the flagpole for, digging a hole. That's right, going that one. Um, but yeah,
That's just a
anyway.
shovel with a flag on the top.
There's a big one coming. Oh boy. That's like how every man wants to poo in peace. Maybe his
Yep.
wife just really nagged at him, so he just thought, you know what, I'm going to go to the moon and do this. And even then, he had
That would be the
mission control talking to
ultimate
him.
peaceful poo. You just turn that off for a minute. Just stick yourself on mute.
You couldn't on the original space suits. There was a constant communication between NASA and them. There wasn't an off
Yeah, you probably
switch.
still can't.
Yeah, I probably could. No, I think you can now, but I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't
up
think
on the
you.
ones on the space station because they're probably not in their spacesuits all the time.
Yeah,
But
I'm
probably
not.
when they're in their atmosphere suits, they're probably always in communication.
Yeah, I'm not. I couldn't answer that one, to be honest. I don't know 100% how their communications
No.
work now. But yeah, so that's the the law. You can't go to space and just claim shit. You can take a
No.
bit, but you can't just go to space and claim things in the name of you. The UK couldn't go to Mars and say, right, we claim Mars and part of the UK, and
Yeah.
you
But I
can't
wonder,
just
can an
claim the moon.
individual person do it?
No, because the person would represent the nation, which we've already discussed, Walker. The
Not
nation has to.
necessarily, though.
The nation claims liability over that person when they're in space. This is what we said. God
I don't
damn
know.
it, Walker. It doesn't
So
work.
what if, like, Elon Musk bought himself a little island and created his own nation, launched his rocket from his own little nation, and then went up and claimed a planet?
Well, he wouldn't be allowed to.
By who? Who's going to go up there and follow him? He's got all the
Well,
rockets.
we would just leave him. We would just be like,
Yeah.
ta-ra.
You're like, okay.
Bye. Good for you.
Good luck with that.
He doesn't have all the rockets. Don't forget, there's Blue Origin as well, and there's also they're the ones in the news like NASA, SpaceX, Blue Origin. But the UK has its own space station and space program. The European Union
Yeah.
has its own space program. Russia have its own space program. China have its own space program.
How are they doing?
Really well.
Are they though?
Yes, China has an incredible space program.
Ireland's sending its first astronaut up into space this year.
Oh, so the first drunken astronaut. Nice.
Well, we're not sending our first astronaut up to space.
We
We're
do need to
putting
move
an
on to the
astronaut
tech
on
news
another
for
spaceship. Yeah, come on then. I'm just waiting on you.
But yeah. And I'm already missing one of my laws now, so we can get to this tech news. But no, I'm glad Ireland are sending astronauts into space. Like any astronaut, fair play to them. I'm happy with that.
Yep.
I don't care where they're from as long as they're doing their job. As long as I'm not going to look out the window and just see a floating astronaut just in space going, "Fucking hell." So anyway, that was my Irish accent again.
Yep. Not at
Oh
all
yeah, well actually
racist.
forgot to close the fucking door. Like that. Anyway, yeah. Should we move on to tech news?
Okay. My first one's not really tech news. It's sort of space-ish related.
Yeah, we've gone with space, so it's tech and gaming
Yeah.
news, isn't it? And it
Yeah.
is. Yeah, go on. Do your
So this is
first one.
basically Ryanair, the company we all love and know with their cheap ass flights, are
Yeah.
having a fight with Elon Musk at the moment.
In our notes, when I've sent the notes to Spurker on this, I've actually, I couldn't be asked to change write his whole name, so
Yeah.
instead I made it longer and put Ryanair versus Musky bastards.
Yep.
But yeah, go on.
So basically, Elon Musk wanted to put Starlink onto aircraft. So I think Lufthansa and somebody else have agreed they've signed a contract with Starlink to put the things on it. Michael O'Leary, the CEO of Ryanair, said, we're not doing it because they do relatively short haul flights. It costs about
Yeah.
200 to 250 million euros a year to maintain all of these aerials on the aircraft, and the aerials will cause a slight bit of drag on the aircraft, which can cause a 1 to 2% extra fuel cost
Which
to
is
each
actually a lot
aircraft,
of fuel.
which is a lot of money over a time when you've got a fleet of aircraft.
Yeah.
So then Elon Musk wasn't very happy about that. So he said to Ryanair, well, this is just completely stupid. You're a fool. And he said that he could buy Ryanair and then he could restore Ryan as the rightful ruler of Ryanair. So then Ryanair responded by announcing a big idiot seat sale, which it says is for the billionaire tech mogul and other idiots on Mr. Musk's social media platform.
Yeah.
So it's gone on from that then. Let me just see, where was the bit? So
Spurker
that's the
just
thing
reading his
about
article for those
that.
who.
Yeah, so he told the the radio station that he's been interviewed to pay no attention whatsoever to Mr. Musk, labeling him an idiot. So then Musk then shot back at him and he said that that Michael O'Leary was an utter idiot and a chimp. So that was his response, and he had no idea how airplanes fly. So Michael O'Leary was then asked, how do you feel about being called another idiot and a chimp in public? And Michael O'Leary just said, I'm used to it. I've got 4 teenage kids at home, and they call me an idiot and another chimp on a daily basis.
Yeah.
I really like Michael O'Leary. I think he's just brilliant.
I think he's
He
right
just
in saying no to him as well.
he just does not care. He's just amazing. He's a national treasure, I think.
He's correct. That money that it's going to cost the company, that would end up only getting pushed onto consumers anyway.
It would just be, and it would
So-
defeat the entire purpose of having a budget airline. Say what you like about Ryanair, but their business model is very successful, and I don't think you can compare them to other airlines going, oh, well, on Ryanair you don't get such and such a thing, you have to pay extra for it. Of course you do, it's a budget airline.
Yeah, And also you don't need internet on the plane as well, because that's what it is. It's internet on
No.
the plane. Also,
Eh.
Elon Musk
On your
has
40-minute flight from Dublin to fucking
yeah,
Birmingham.
yeah. Elon
I think
Musk
you could
has
do without
literally
internet for a few minutes.
yeah, I think you can as well. Elon Musk has nothing to do with Ryanair. So who does he think he is to be able to comment on the internal affairs of a completely different company which has nothing to do
Yeah,
with him? Sorry, but that's just arrogant to say the least. Like,
yeah.
If it just gone, oh Ryanair, I've got this. I'll pay to have them put on, just to put Starlink internet on your planes. Yes or no? And they say, oh no, sorry, it's going to cost us too much to the company.
He
Then Elon
didn't
Musk
want
just
them
goes,
to.
that's fair enough, leave you to it. But instead,
He
they've
didn't
started this
want to
whole.
pay to put it onto their planes. He wanted them to pay to put it onto their
That's
planes.
what no, that's what I said. If he'd gone up to them and said, "This is what I want, I'll pay for it," and then they just said, "No, it costs too much money," and he said, "Right, fair enough, I'll ask another airline. That's not a problem." Then yeah, great, that's the way it should work. But instead, he's gone right. Here's my technology. You're going to pay for it. The cost is going to go to you, which you're going to put onto consumers, and you're
Yeah.
an ape for not putting it on.
And
It's
then,
like children's politics and not playground politics.
but it's not only that, then the customer has to pay to subscribe to Starlink, completely separate from being on your flight.
Yeah, so it's so
So
ridiculous.
you're getting like double or triple charged as a customer to use your fucking internet on
Yeah,
your plane.
he can't even get his cars to work. Never mind his internet.
Yeah.
Anyway, right, we're going to move on to the next little bit. I just need to
Yep.
get my notes back up. So I'm only going to do one more though. I'm not going to do
Yeah.
the other piece of news supposed to be was a Rockstar explosion, which may delay GTA 7, but a GTA 6. But the company have said no, we're still on track, so we'll see what happens. And it wasn't that; it's like a really crappy fire anyway, and no one got
It
injured
was
or anything like
a
that.
heating boiler exploded
Yeah, that's all it
in
was.
their
And it was
basement or something. That was something like that, and they
yeah,
were back
it
to work
made
the
the
following day.
headlines,
Like,
but it was kind of bullshit.
yeah,
Right.
they were
So
back to work the following day.
the big news, which has disappointed me because I really like these, and this is actually gaming news for a change, is
Ooh.
Ubisoft today. It's been announced they've cancelled 6 games and closed 2 of their studios, causing their shares to drop by 33%. I just need to quickly get the article back up. I'm sure I sent it to you earlier, but then you sent a load of
Yeah.
other crap. Um, Let me find my
There's
picture.
only about 4 messages up.
There it is. Right. So yeah, it's because I can't remember what games had been cancelled.
The only
So
one that they've announced that's getting cancelled is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake.
I don't know. They've announced another one as well.
No, it
Right.
just says what they're known for, but they didn't say which other games they were
Oh,
cancelling.
they're known for loads.
Yeah, like all the
But
Assassin's Creed and all, and Far
yeah, yeah,
Cry. And,
yeah. They're a French. They're a French studio, aren't they? But I
yeah.
like Rayman. That was a massive game growing up. If anyone ever plays it, like that weird little creature that arms and hands didn't connect to his body, and you just punch
What
the
game
little
was it?
wings.
Sorry.
Rayman.
Oh yeah.
But I used to love that game. I've got the packs somewhere of the different. I've got my PC games up here.
Mm.
Where's my little? Did they make Fable? Ubisoft.
Did they make what?
Did they make Fable?
I don't
Can't
know.
remember. They made.
I forgot actually. I was gonna look up and see what their back catalog was.
Oh, they back. There's a whole section of the
They've got
PlayStation
tons of
stuff.
games. Like,
They've got loads. Ubisoft are Metal Gear Solid as well, actually. So they did the remaster of that. But yes, so basically they're closing 2 studios down. They're cancelling a load of games. The developers are working on mobile titles as well at the moment. They've closed one in
yeah,
Stockholm and one in Halifax, which is it's not good for us gamers because they were really really good games,
yeah, they're a
and
big game company.
like they've restructured their thing and they've blamed it on the rising development cost of games. So it's closed its office in Leamington
Yeah,
and restructured another in Newcastle upon Tyne, which again isn't great. And the problem is as well is with the rise of GTA 6, which is due to be published in November this year, they need to be bringing something out competitive. which lately all they've done is remasters. They haven't really brought out any brand new games that have been noteworthy. So it's kind of
Yeah,
sad, really.
they said they'd cancelled 4 unnamed original intellectual property works as part of these cancelled games.
Yeah, so that'd be 4 games from the past that we knew growing up. Like they just haven't
No,
announced
original
which ones.
intellectual property. So it wouldn't be. It would be something that wasn't.
No, original intellectual properties is their original games. So Prince of Persia is their original game. So it'd be back in the
I
day when
don't know.
they like made them famous, essentially, but they just can't afford to redesign them and re-release them. It's quite a big. It is quite a good, like a big news thing because if this is happening to Ubisoft, who are a massive company, what's this going to say to more indie developers and like smaller studios and stuff?
Yeah.
It's showing that even the big guys, the top dogs, are still going under. So indie developers and smaller games companies, like they're not exactly a small company, but if I was to say Naughty Dog, who developed the Crash Bandicoot, the original one, they're not a big company now. So to them,
No, but were they probably bought over by a different company though?
Naughty Dog, no, were they?
I don't know. Usually when something happens like that.
I know that they were a subdivision of Sony. Oh yeah, so Sony bought them eventually in
Yeah.
2001. But yeah, no, I'm just saying that I was just using Naughty Dog as an example. Gosh, shows my age a bit, doesn't it? Um, but yeah, so smaller indie companies and stuff like that, it's not a good sign of the future because you got titles dominating such as GTA 6 and other titles that are coming out. You've got stuff from Epic Games that are just dominating the markets at the moment
Yeah.
with microtransactions and stuff like that. You've got Square Enix
And
that
2K
make
games doing all the big
2K.
sports
No,
games.
their Borderlands 4 didn't perform well at all in the market.
Who? 2K games.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, but they're making all their money off the sports games
yeah,
with
it's true.
their fucking pay to play game
They are pay to
content
play,
on it.
might as well be called EA.
Yeah.
And you've got like Square Enix and stuff who are a global franchise for the Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, and Tomb Raider. Um, Again, you've got them dominating the markets, and then smaller indie games just don't really get seen that much anymore. Like, when was the last time you saw a new Sims get released?
Yeah.
And the last one was Sims 4. We haven't seen another one since then, and that was EA. They're a huge company. They just don't bother anymore, do they? Anyway, yeah, so that was the news article that Ubisoft have cancelled 6 games and closed 2 studios. I think we'll end the podcast there, an hour and 10 minutes into
Yeah.
it, Sporker.
Yay! Love being
Okay.
an hour and 10 minutes into a podcast.
Yeah, because you have to sit there and edit it all tomorrow.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you very much for everyone that has been watching, will watch, possibly watching, can watch. Remember again to check out our other channels. So we've got the Facebook, the Instagram, the TikTok, the Twitch, the Twitter, the Discord, discord.gg/TGS39DNUB3, the YouTube, and remember to check out the podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. They're all on there. Remember to donate to us at the link streamlabs.com/pushback to continue 3/tip. So, yeah, that's the roundup of the week with some random
Yep.
facts. Thank you very much for
Some
listening.
news. Some
I hope
laws.
I hope you enjoy everything that you're going to do and possibly do and can do. I've been Lonesism. Thank you very much.
Good night, everybody. I've been Sporka.